When your life is falling apart, you need to grab your nuts. So many of us, when something happens, oh, my car broke down. Oh, this coffee spilled on me. Oh, this girl broke my heart. And you just fold and you just let these things affect you that will not matter in the long run. When your life is falling apart, you need to grab your nuts. So many of us, we fall into this trap of always victimizing ourselves, always feeling like we're having the worst day. And I promise you, there are millions, billions of people that are having a much worse day than you could ever imagine. You have to grab your nuts. You have to face whatever it is, whatever obstacle is in your way, and you have to fix it. You don't have to just crash out and just believe that the whole world is falling apart. The sky is not falling. You have breath in your lungs. You have a dream. You have a vision. You have another day, another opportunity. Today, I'll be honest, I'm not feeling 100%. I don't feel like I want to push. And I look at it as an opportunity. This is a great thing. There is force holding me back right now. I got 2 to 3 hours of sleep last night. So my energy is low. I have a lot of personal issues, problems outside of myself that I'm dealing with. That's stressing me out. But at the end of the day, I'm going to grab my nuts and understand that I have everything that I need inside of me to beat all of these things. It's that simple. Why would I let these big issues in my life, why would I let that fold me? Why would I allow that to dim who I am? Of course it's difficult. Of course it's difficult when you get little sleep. Of course it's difficult when you're dealing with family issues, when a girl breaks your heart, when the job you're at is not paying you shit. Of course it hurts. But what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do on the days that you do not feel pushing? What are you going to do about it? You got to grab your nuts. You need to grab your nuts and understand that you have everything that you need inside of you, deep within yourself. You have everything that you need inside of you. Life is always going to throw you curveballs. Your life can be perfect. You can have the money set up. You can have the perfect family. You could have the perfect setup you've ever had, and it can all fall apart just like that. What are you going to do about it? I was just driving back from DC, and this guy was crossing the crosswalk when he wasn't supposed to. And of course, people start freaking out and cussing him out, all this stuff. And I see this stuff every single day. These people have no emotional control. They freak out when some coffee spills. They freak out when a guy crosses the sidewalk. They freak out when there's a car accident and now they're 30 minutes late to their job. They have no emotional control, no emotional awareness. They're just going on autopilot. They have no emotional control. This is why when things happen, they just stop. They let up. They can't compartmentalize that this is a micro problem and a macro solution. In the long term, there is a macro solution. There always is. There is always a solution to every single problem. Does not matter how big or small the issue is. You need to grab your nuts. You need to grab your nuts and you need to grow up. And you need to understand that whatever you're going through, someone out there in the world has it 1,000 times worse, and they are doing better than you are. They are making an opportunity with much less than you and I have. We take so much for granted. People want to get, the most fancy camera to start vlogging, to start making videos. We have iPhones. You can make this shit on I have an iPhone 14 Pro. If I had an iPhone 10, same thing, it would work. You don't need a Sony camera. You don't need none of that shit. You don't need a tripod. When I first started making this channel, I had the mic. I'm not even using the mic anymore because I don't need it. All I have is myself. All I have is my ideas, my raw thoughts. I can post it on the internet whenever I want. I don't need any of this stuff. You have to use what you have to get to the next point. And ultimately, you need to grab your nuts when your life is falling apart. You need to grab your nuts, make a plan, and execute. And everything's going to be okay. Because like I said, somebody out there has it 1,000 times worse than you. I promise you. This is John the Only. I'm sending blessings always. Peace.